I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's one more gift I'd ask of you, Lord. It would be peace here on earth. As gentle as your children's laughter all around, all around. Where is
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, elas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang pinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tunog sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw. Ang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitigil. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan ang may magtitigil. Lumanang araw ng warhabit pagsingka, mo'y langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya na partay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Sowing seeds on fertile minds of God's most precious nation, preparing a passage of excellence for each young one unfolding. Our dreams of bright tomorrows in the care of able hands. A noble task of the call to serve the whole of humankind. Hail, death and later, our and We run the race with our lives to live, a beaten path behind. Hail, death and later, our undying flame of hope, a beckoning light to a brand new day, our beloved death and later. Hail, death and later, our undying flame of hope, a beckoning light to a brand new day, our beloved death and later. A beckoning light to a brand new day, our beloved death and later.
Graduation is exciting. It sparks hope for the future and invites graduates to dream big. Our event may look a little different this year. Families and friends will gather for a toast remotely from a safe distance as learners toss their cups collectively over a virtual platform. Regardless, graduation will always be a time to celebrate our learners' accomplishments and exciting things that lay ahead in their future. As a parent, teacher, relative, or close friend of the graduates, we have already done our job of shaping their mind and filling their heart. Now, it's time to step back and let them shine as the Santa Fe Itung Elementary School holds its graduation exercises in a virtual platform. For this young generation, my warmest congratulations and mabuhay!
my profound respect to our dynamic district in charge, Dr. Estela A. Huntilla, Matalom South District Administrative Staff, to our school head, Dr. Eileen P. Obligado, to our honored guest speaker for this ceremony, to our hardworking and supportive barangay officials, headed by Mr. Rogelio P. Danyo of Barangay Santa Fe and Mr. Aureliano P. Pasanda, Barangay Captain of Barangay Itum, to our GPT officials, headed by Mr. Froilan P. Pakibulan, dear parents, fellow young graduates, dearest teachers, a wonderful morning to all. Today is a celebration of love, hope, and dreams turning to reality. Despite the challenges we all have faced due to this pandemic, here we are, still celebrating our success in our quest for our brighter future through education. This has been a symbol that nothing can stop a man who has dreamt of becoming somebody driven by strong determination, perseverance, strong support system, and faithful to his almighty Creator. I am so thankful to my parents for supporting me well and for guiding me through this new normal journey, for helping me with my modules, and for pushing me up in times that I felt tired and weary to continue the fight, for without them, I cannot do those things that I've done. Looking on to the current situation of the world today, all of our lives are at risk because of this deadly virus that has spread all over the nations. I then looked unto myself and I felt so blessed because despite all this, I was able to cope up and survive to graduate. To all who are viewing our virtual graduation, I welcome you all to Mabuhay.
As the school head of Santa Fe Etum Elementary School, I have the honor to present to you 35 males and 4 females, a total of 69 candidates for graduation who have satisfactorily completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education. May I have the honor to request Dr. Estela A. Huntilla, District in charge of Batalong South District, to confirm these 69 candidates for graduation this school year 2020-2021.
On the basis of the certification of the school principal of this institution, that we have satisfactorily completed of the minimum requirement of the elementary curriculum prescribed by the Department of Education of the Philippines, and by the virtue of the power vested in me by the school's Division Superintendent, Division of Leyte, as a duly authorized representative in the district, I hereby confirm that these 35 boys and 34 girls, a total of 69 graduates of Santa Fe Elementary School. As token for your graduation, you may now receive your certificate for graduation. Congratulations!
Santa Fe Etum Elementary School graduating class of 2020-2021. Abellanosa Romelin B, Barangay Itum. Abina John Rex D, Barangay Santa Fe. Alfarero Ephraim Joel N, Barangay Santa Fe. Alito Louis V, Barangay Santa Fe. Monti, Barangay Santa Fe. Borong Christopher P, Barangay Santa Fe. Borong Genevieve G, Barangay Itum. Mary Grace S, Barangay Santa Fe. Buyboy Candice Alea O, Barangay Santa Fe. Cabanilla Romel King, Barangay Santa Fe. Cabanisas Dashlyn Joy O, Barangay Santa Fe. San Shireen R, Barangay Itum. Double Jane A, Barangay Itum. Bob Nathan E, Barangay Santa Fe. Daniel Karil Faye A, Barangay Santa Fe. Carlex Junior E, Barangay Itum. Daniel Gabriel G, Barangay Santa Fe. Princess P, Barangay Santa Fe. Daniel Mariel Joy P, Barangay Itum. Dasig Jamil I, Barangay Santa Fe. Gracia Adrian G, Barangay Santa Fe. Di Gracia Hazel E, Barangay Itu. Di Gracia Joy O, Barangay Santa Fe. Perlasan J and K, Barangay Itum. Gerald L, Barangay Santa Fe. Gador Renz Reggie L, Barangay Itu. Justin P, Barangay Santa Fe. Hisulga JRG, Barangay Santa Fe. Glamayo Rhea May P, Barangay Santa Fe. Go Joel Mar P, Barangay Santa Fe. Guno Joey P, Barangay Itum. Hida Marianiza P, Barangay Santa Fe. John Lauren K, Barangay Itu. Hinapyo Ryan E, Barangay Santa Fe. Princess Jane V, Barangay Santa Fe. Pilaton Kyle Andre D, Barangay Itu. John Redford M, Barangay Santa Fe. Lambuhon Alex John R, Barangay Santa Fe. Sabana ay Barangay Santa Fe. Matronero JMP, Barangay Santa Fe. Mayo Rex Raven S, Barangay Santa Fe. Mijares Elmore Jade M, Barangay Itu. Mocha Denmark, Barangay Santa Fe. Molina JLS, Barangay Santa Fe. Okba Jade, Barangay Itum. Okba Janati, Barangay Itum. Okba Mary Grace C, Barangay Santa Fe. Okba Russell A, Barangay Itum. Oconer Calvin Kyle K, Barangay Santa Fe. Olasima Nathaniel O, Barangay Santa Fe. Paderes Shansikate K, Barangay Santa Fe. Paderes Shumara Kyle K, Barangay Santa Fe. Palen BJR, Barangay Santa Fe. Palen Melvin C, Barangay Santa Fe. Barangay Itu. Izon Chin Erica G, Barangay Itu. JDS, Barangay Itu. Barangay Santa Fe. April Andy, Barangay Santa Fe. Jesus Brilliant Rain G, Barangay Santa Fe. Saang Athena Denise B, Barangay Santa Fe. Salota Stephen P, Barangay Itu. Tatabon John Carl S, Barangay Itu. Takdeo Danica C, Barangay Santa Fe. Timbang Pearl Jane O, Barangay Santa Fe. Toong Mark Lawrence R, Barangay Santa Fe. Toong Megan, Barangay Santa Fe. Aiza Marie T, Barangay Santa Fe. Roxanne Jane G, Barangay Agbanga. Congratulations, graduates! Academic Excellence Awardees. Alfaro Ephraim Joel N, with honors. Borong Genevieve G, with honors. Boy Candice Alea O, with honors. Cabanisas Dashlyn Joy O, with honors. Mrs. Fe P. with honors. Daniel Mariel Joy P. with honors. Nasik Jamil I. with honors. Gracia Hazel Ann B. with honors. Hida Marianiza P. with honors. Hilaton Kyle Andre D. with honors. Loayon Lady Savannah I. with honors. Okpa Jade with honors. Okpa Jana T. with honors. Okpa Mary Grace C. with honors. Paderes Shansikate K. with honors. Paderes Shumara Kyle K. with honors. Funaroth D. with honors. Rabino Ezra Shonti G. with honors. Red April Ann D. with honors. Takdeo Danica C. with honors. Timbang Pearl Jane O. with honors. Tuong Megan with honors. Pilar Roxanne Jane G. with honors.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful vision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed the portals of your school. You went to school practically without your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents, family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember, and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survive and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
My warmest congratulations to the graduates of Batch 2021. Today marks another milestone in your lifelong journey in achieving your dreams and successes in life. Finishing your basic education in the midst of pandemic was quite challenging. The shift from the normal to the current situation was a complete change for all of us. The process of keeping abreast with the latest trends in education was not easy, but you did your best in dealing with the challenges of the new normal. This year's graduation theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, highlights DepEd's commitment to provide inclusive and quality education while ensuring the safety of the teachers and learners from the health risks of COVID-19. My dear graduates, you have proven your resilience by braving the threats of the global health crisis in furtherance of useful and productive learning. I congratulate you for your courage and genuine commitment to contribute to nation building by continuously improving your skills and competence through quality basic education. To the champions of education, the tireless teachers, generous stakeholders, and loving parents, this occasion marks another unmistakable example that everything is possible when we unite and pool our resources together. I sincerely thank you for your commitment and inspiration in exploring the most sustainable ways of supporting the learning continuity of our learners in the face of COVID-19 pandemic. Dear graduates, the road ahead is full of uncertainties. Press forward. Let your dreams and aspirations be your guide toward achieving the fullest potentials and building a strong nation for the Filipino youth. Once again, congratulations and Godspeed.
In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on, says Robert Frost. To my dearest DepEd Leyte family, my utmost salutations and earnest congratulations. School year 2020-2021 is like no other school year. It has thrown all of the world into a roller coaster ride and has brought all of us into an entirely different level of new normal. Not just in education, but in all aspects of life. However, against all odds, you, our kindergarten completers, elementary graduates, junior high school completers, and senior high school graduates have endured it all, have fought a good fight, and have ascended victorious. You are more than adverse. So wherever life leads you, always remember that you are conquerors. I believe that no other theme than kalidad ng edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya, or strengthening the quality of education with the COVID-19 pandemic, could have better encapsulated the magnificence of the feat that we all together have achieved as ensure the safety as well as the rights of our children to have inclusive and quality education in spite the risks of COVID-19. To say that this year has been a difficult time would be an understatement, but the overflowing support that we have for our learners and for each other, and the commitment to keep moving forward even if it entailed going out from our comfort zones and challenging the status quo, have only made us stand tall, remained hopeful, and turned the grim into a more meaningful journey together. This year has time and again proven that there will always be victory whenever there is unity. To the parents and guardians whose invaluable time, efforts, and resources have consistently enabled our learners to cope with the changes and demands of education in the new normal, we salute and thank you for everything done. To our esteemed local, national, and international partners whose unparalleled support has helped and inspired us to remain steadfast as we pursue our visions and aspirations for the youth, we owe you big time. To my very comrades from the DepEd Leyte Division, my co-pilots, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Henrietta T. Managbanag, and Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Roberto In Mangaliman, SGOD Chief who has just retired last June 1, 2021, Dr. Rodilia G. Urbino, CID Chief Mrs. Felicidad Espinosa, Education Program Supervisors, Public Schools District Supervisors and Districts in Charge, school heads, teachers and staff, and all the men and women in DepEd Leyte Division, a million thanks to all of you. And above all, to God Almighty, to you be all the glory, honor, praises, and thanksgiving. For it was only through your abounding grace, mercies, and favor that all these things have been made possible. Our dearest DepEd Leyte family, whatever lies ahead, let us all remain strong and resilient and be proud to say, taga Leyte ako. Good luck, good health, bless us all.
I am so pleased and honored to introduce to you our guest speaker for this year's graduation. She was born on June 19, 1957 at Waterloo, Matalom, Leyte, married to Virgilio P. Borong and blessed with 10 children. She graduated her elementary education at Waterloo Elementary School last 1969 to 1970 as class valedictorian. She continued her secondary education at St. Joseph Academy in the year 1975 and graduated with honors. She earned her college degree at the University of the Visayas, Cebu City last March of 1981. Her first teaching at Cahagnaan Central School as substitute teacher from September to November of 1981. Then, she was again assigned as a regular substitute teacher at Lanza Elementary School from August to October of 1982. She was assigned as regular permanent teacher on January 1, 1983, assigned at Luan Elementary School. For almost 6 years of teaching, she was transferred to Bactol Primary School for 2 years. Then, she moved to Kalumpang Elementary School for about 14 years. Her last assignment was in our school, Santa Fe Etum Elementary School, where she retired June 1, 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker for this year's graduation exercises in a virtual platform, Mrs. Bienvenida G. Borong.
My salute to the teaching force of Santa Fe Itum Elementary School, headed by Dr. Eileen P. Obligado, to the officials of Barangay Santa Fe and Itum, the general PTE officials, parents, graduates, good morning. Allow me to congratulate first the DepEd staff, especially our school teachers who had been working so hard to produce modules and other learning materials for our children despite this global health crisis we are experiencing today. They are also non-uniform frontliners who had fought with us in the battle against COVID-19 pandemic in the academic aspect. Thanking you all for adjusting this year and congratulations for this celebration. To the parents who never surrendered to pick up and return the modules in school despite the rest of the virus and for taking extra effort, patience, and understanding in guiding and answering the modules for our young learners. You have proven to the world that family and parents have survived even in the deadliest situation, that in cooperation and teamwork, we can make impossible things possible to happen. Thank you for not neglecting duties and responsibilities to these young citizens of our barangay. And thank you for letting your kids know that they are loved and supported by their parents in all of their endeavors, especially in their quest for academic excellence. Their success is how you were able to help them through, and congratulations for that. Young learners who had been so brave in surpassing and overcoming the challenges in education in a different learning modality, I know that this has not been very easy, and your parents who guided you along the way. A lot of quarrels, moments of shouting, fighting, and even being upset have been there with you and your parents throughout this journey. It was not really an easy year for you, and I salute to your perseverance and attitude to continue the fight. Congratulations for conquering another step of the educative process. Remember that despite all those fighting moments and struggles, a successful life story awaits to be unfolded, and it will be your story to tell the whole world how you managed to survive the crisis. Your success is extra special and extraordinary. Remember that. You had been part of this remarkable situation and will forever be one of those survivors in the academy in the eyes of everyone. Being one of the teaching staff of this prestigious institution, I am so happy and felt so blessed upon seeing these 69 young learners paving the way to success. Your success is a community celebration as well, for you will soon become members of the society and would surely become our assets because of your perseverance, hard work, and education. Continue being a blessing to your parents, teachers, and to the community. Very much confident by now that with your values and education, you will become leaders like us in your time. To all who had been celebrating the same success as we have, congratulations and mabuhay tayong lahat!
My profound respect to our dynamic district in charge, Dr. Estela A. Matalam South District staff, starting with Ms. Yolanda S. Samalca, Central Principal, Mrs. Nisha G. Basa, Principal 1 of Pagbanga Elementary School, Mrs. Perla C. Gura, Principal 1 of Tag-Os Elementary School, Mrs. Prima S. Gayo, Head Teacher 3 of Thailand Elementary School, Dr. Yunaisi Gan, Head Teacher 3 of Kalumpang Elementary School, Mr. Manuel P. Gallardo, Head Teacher 3 of Odias Elementary School, Mrs. Rosenda P. Palen, Head Teacher 2 of San Juan Elementary School, Dr. Miriam A. Barro, Head Teacher 1 of Esperanza Elementary School, Mrs. Florida May G. Copio, Head Teacher 1 of Vitoog Elementary School, Mrs. Gisela A. Garzon, TIC of Luwan Elementary School, Mr. Ramel P. Guzon, TIC of Bactol Elementary School, Mr. Victorino Pale, TIC of Monte Alegre Elementary School, and to our school head, Dr. Eileen P. Obligado, to our honored guest speaker, Barangay Captains of Barangay Santa Fe and Ictom, to our GPTA officials, the parents, fellow graduates, friends, and to all. Today is our graduation day. We may not be able to go to the center stage to receive our certificate and awards. We may not be able to receive hugs and kisses from our dearest friends and relatives. We may not be able to celebrate as much as we always wanted to be, but still, like the rest of us all over the world, we are graduating. We have finally completed the last step of the ladder of our elementary education. Our journey towards this success is not that easy, full of trials and struggles. This year marks another history in our quest for quality lives through education. This graduation is not the end, but the beginning of a more complex, yet enjoyable years that await for us. Excited, time anxious as to what lies ahead of us, but realizing God's grace and love through the strong support of our family all throughout these years, we know we should not be feeling that way.
In closing, I would like to give my heartfelt thanks to God Almighty for giving us the chance to live in this challenging world despite of the recent pandemic we have today. To the parents, teachers, barangay and PTO officials, to all stakeholders who help us make these virtual exercises a possible one. Again, thank you and good day to everyone.
We might not be walking across that stage with the cameras flashing. They've been waiting on our day. It's been a journey, hasn't it? I wouldn't trade a moment. No, I wouldn't change a moment. I know I am because of whether we've known each other our whole discouraged, keep showing your courage, 'cause that's who we are. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life, just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the times we'll never forget, so we can be in this moment, right in this moment. I'm grateful for our new beginnings, right here in this moment. We might not be walking across that stage with the cameras flashing. They've been waiting on our day. It's been a journey, hasn't it? I wouldn't trade a moment. No, I wouldn't change a moment. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for all the time we put in, getting us to this moment, so we could get to this moment. We may not be throwing our caps in the air, but our spirit will rise anywhere. Remember our hallways filled with memories and friends. I wouldn't trade a moment. No, I wouldn't change a moment. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the good and hard times we've had. They'll get us through life's moments. Yeah, they'll get us through life's moments. If you're over there feeling a little scared about your brand new start, don't get discouraged, keep showing your courage, 'cause that's who we are. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the times we'll never forget, so we can be in this moment, right here in this moment. I'm grateful for our new beginnings, right here in this moment.